This video is all about the art of surrender. Red Guru here, and I'm literally just going to do nothing and just allow everything to happen in this video. Literally, all I'm going to do is talk. I'm not going to do much work, and I just want to show you that this is surrender. I'm just allowing myself to say and do whatever I want to do. I'm not putting a lot of work. I'm literally just flowing. And it's easy. Like, I'm not controlling this at all. I'm just moving. I'm just allowing myself to be who I am. I'm not thinking about what to say next. It's just coming, right? I can walk all around. I'm gonna bring the light with me. I can walk all around. I can do whatever I need to do. And it's not pre-planned. It's spontaneous. Like, my whole channel, I'm spontaneous. This whole channel is just a natural channel. I just naturally make these videos without much work. This whole channel, it's just literally just an expression of who I am or what I am. It's an expression of life itself. Life itself is working through me to create this channel. I am not putting in work. I am not doing anything. I am just allowing life to take over and let me say or do whatever I want. And this is what I want to teach. Like, it's so relaxing. Not having to focus on planning, and not having to focus on worrying about what's going to happen. Just being in the moment at all times, just allowing life to flow through me. Allowing myself to be an aperture for life. Allowing myself to be an avatar for whatever this life is, whatever controls this life. You just allow yourself to be in the moment at all times. You just allow yourself to do nothing. You do nothing. You sit back and you let life flow and take you. This is what I love to do. I learned this when I was about 18 years old, 18 or 19. I was working at a gas station at the time, and I remember I was stressing out because I knew I could do anything I wanted. I still know I can do anything I want. If I really want to do something, I can do it, right? But that left me stressed. It left me stressed because there were so many options that I didn't know which one to pick, right? So one day, like, after thinking about this for so long, I sat down on break at the gas station. I was eating like a burger or something, and I was like, you know what? I give up. I give up thinking about this. I give up trying to think of something. I'm just giving up. I'm going to take a break from it. And it was weird because right when I gave up, the epiphany hit me. And it's like, your subconscious controls everything. Your subconscious, which is also controlled by life, right? It's not you controlling it. Your subconscious controls what you think about. Your subconscious controls what you say and how and what you do, and when you're hungry and when you're thirsty and when you think, what you think, everything. So your subconscious all automatically is working at all times to bring you what you want. It truly only works with what you want. It literally, its sole job is to keep you happy, is to keep you fed and everything. So you consciously don't need to control everything, because even when you think you're consciously controlling something, it's really the subconscious. It's really life. It's nature is controlling everything, and nature is making you do the things you do, and it's all to be happy. It's all doing what it thinks will make you happy at all times. There's nothing you have to do, right? So, like, literally just let go and allow the subconscious to take over. Allow life, allow nature to take over, because you are not going to actually do things that harm you unless you worry too much and stuff. And like, even when you do, you'll learn from them. You'll learn from the things that harm you or whatever. And you never truly, like, I feel like the ego, it's trying to the ego is trying to keep you safe, but in that way, the ego actually causes you harm. But when you let go and you let go of the ego, you let go of control, life takes you and life brings you to where you need to be. Your subconscious will always take you where you need to be. Always. Like this whole conversation right now was not pre-planned. I'm not thinking right now. It's all just coming out. It's all coming out. My movements are coming out. My just turning on the camera was just on its own, and I did nothing to it. And I'm having so much fun doing it because I'm just flowing. Even if no one watches this video right now, I feel so relaxed. I feel so happy. I love this video because I'm not stressing over it. It's truly from my soul. It's from my heart. It's from life itself. It's not from me. And that's the art of surrender. The art of surrender is allowing your subconscious, allowing life, allowing this, whatever this thing is, to take over, allowing it to take control and giving up control and seeing that when you give up control and you allow it to take control, that's actually you. That subconscious, that higher self is actually you controlling. But in order that you have to give up what you think, what the control you think you have, and then you get a greater control. You get a greater control because you realize you never really had control in the first place. It was an illusion. You never really did control anything. This subconscious always controlled everything. And now, because you let go of it, because you let go of your subconscious, of like thinking you have this control, right? Now you realize what you are. You are life. You are God. You are the subconscious. And everything that you do is everything that what you think is small you does is actually big you controlling it. It's actually that forcing you to do, not forcing you, but basically you're just doing everything, controlling everything. You have real control. You realize who you are. You are enlightened. You realize that you are God. You are life. God made everything. God controls everything, or whatever you want to call it, the universe, whatever. It made everything. It controls everything. And you are it because it makes you do everything. You don't need to stress over anything. You don't need to worry about anything because everything you do automatically happens. You can give up. You can let go. You can flow with life and bring yourself where you need to be because you realize that you don't need to control anything. You don't need to control anything. You can just give up. You don't need to be productive. You don't need to do anything because when you truly want to be productive, when life truly wants you to be productive, you will be. But you don't need to sit there and worry about it until you are. You don't need to stress out about it. You just allow it to happen. When you're happy, you're so much more productive than when you are stressed. When I'm worried, all I do is sit down and worry, right? I don't actually like when I worry, I'm not productive because I'm worrying the whole time. The only thing I'm productive in is worrying about something. But when I let go, I'm so much more productive. When I don't feel like I have to be productive, that's when I am productive. That's when I'm happily productive. And you can be too. You just need to let go. You need to allow yourself to be who you are. Allow yourself to be God. Allow yourself to be the subconscious. Allow yourself to be life. All your manifestations will come true. Everything you want will happen. Like you will no longer have to worry about where the money's going to come from because the money will just come. It will happen. You know it. You'll know it right away. You don't even worry about it. You don't even worry about if you're going to be homeless because you just flow and it comes. You like in the Bible, There's a verse where Jesus says the birds do not worry about the morrow, for God feeds them. Something along those lines, right? The flowers do not have to worry about what clothes they're going to wear because God provides it. And do not worry about tomorrow. And that's how it should be. Do not worry. Just allow life to take over. And it will feed you. It will clothe you. It will bring you the relationships you want. It will bring you the relationships you need. Especially when you're worrying, you're not going to create good relationships because you're going to be worrying the whole time. Like when you're worrying, you're going to be stressing. And those relationships that you have, they're only going to know the stressing, right? And it's okay. But if you just let go, those relationships, you'll be way more relaxed, and and those relationships will flow to you so much more easily, and you'll be able to relax, and they'll be so much more deep and so much stronger because they you'll be relaxed. You'll be able to laugh because you'll be happy. You won't be stressed out and worried about laughing, right? You won't be stressed out and worried about, oh, like, do I need to say the right thing? Do I need to do the right thing? No, because the right thing will just come. When you were a kid, you didn't worry about these things and you were taken care of for the most part. Some people had bad lives as kids, right? But they were always fed. They were always taken care of. And they eventually got out of it. Usually. Sometimes they don't. But no matter what, I've never met someone who had a troubled past who didn't get out of it, right? I've they've always learned or gotten better. And then some people just aren't meant to. And because they don't let go, they hold on to the negative things that happened. They don't just allow themselves to cry it out. They don't allow themselves to get the therapy or to hang out with like people that support them because they close everything off. Life always finds a way, and when you just allow life to take over, it will take care of you. I had a rough past, and when I learned this, so many things got better. My life is 100% better. I don't have to worry too much. I don't have to put in so much effort. It just happens. I'm just provided for. The work that I do put in is natural work. I don't stress about it. I'm not always stressing about the work because I naturally put it in. And even when I do stress, I'm still happy. In the back of my mind, I'm happy. I'm relaxed. Like even with the stress. And you won't understand what I'm saying until you let go and you just allow yourself to be who you are. You just allow life to take you. But this is the end of the video. This is it. I just allowed myself to flow. I'm trying to lead by example. By just being who I am. By just practicing what I preach. I'm trying to show you how you can be. No ropes, no chains, no restraints, right? Even when there are some, they aren't really there. And you won't understand what I'm saying until you allow yourself to just flow and don't control anything. Give up control. Give up the illusion of control and allow yourself to be who you are. You're not just because, if you think if I let go of control, I'm going to be lazy. No, because that's not truly what you want to do. And sometimes you will be lazy, and that's okay. It's all right to be lazy sometimes, right? You can't work all the time. You got to be lazy sometimes. So when you allow yourself to be lazy, you'll notice you'll get lazy, and then you'll just naturally be like, all right, it's time to work, or it's time to do this. Like now I feel good because I allowed myself to be lazy. Most people are depressed. They're lazy and they're depressed because they don't allow themselves to be lazy. right? They feel horrible every time they're lazy because they think that they're a bad person for it. No, you're allowed to be lazy sometimes. You will be productive again. You will get better. But this is what I wanted to say. I love you guys. Flowed from the heart. Red Guru out.